Hey everyone, I just got a new deck in the mail. I had a birthday and so I kind of treated myself to several new decks. This is one of them. It's from Ember and Aura. Nicely packaged, came by 3-day mail, so let's check it out. Well, that took a little bit of doing to get the box open, so I had to edit a little bit of this out. Let's get the cards here. Shrink wrap packaged. Okay, I had to get my scissors and kind of cut away at this a little bit. But here we go. Look at how beautifully this is packaged. Signed by Ember and Aura. We've got a nice seal here. Very pretty. Gosh, I almost hate to open it. It looks so beautiful. Ooh. Well, maybe I'll open the end here. Okay, I sort of worked through the packaging without messing up the seal. I don't know that I'll save this, but let's see if we can get the deck out. I think I'm going to have to kind of rip the packaging a bit. Well, that was a really sweet touch that they signed it. So what do we have? We have a guidebook, Ember and Aura Tarot Guidebook by Jamie Richardson. And we have the deck. The deck is in a really nice box. Good size. Not too huge. I'll be able to easily store this on the shelf. Here we have the cards. Let's take a quick look at the book and see what's in here. The Ember and Aura Guidebook. We have a gratitude page. Endings and beginnings. Obviously, I haven't read this yet. A little bit about the deck and how it came to be. Major Arcana. And it looks like each card, we've got a grayscale image of the card and a couple of, a little paragraph or two. And then we have upright and reversed keywords. And when you go through to the minor arcana, for instance, here's the Four of Coins. We have another grayscale image, smaller. The same thing, we have a little paragraph about the card. The Four Coins holds the seeker in a state of beatific solitude. By sealing out the noise, she is able to rest and refocus. She has achieved a sense of stability through her hard work, and now she knows her peace of mind depends on this momentary break from her obligations. However, she must take care to not cling to what she has achieved. Upright and reversed meanings. And I think, if I recall, what prompted me to order this deck was it's focused on the divine feminine. Let's see. My return to the sacred feminine was inspired by the love and wisdom of many amazing women. And so I thought it might be interesting for that reason. She lost her mom to breast cancer. She moved to New Mexico. Her grief was a profoundly generous teacher. And describing her spiritual journey. So this is great. I'll have to read it more carefully. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but the rest is herstory. So great. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the cards. Here they are. Thank goodness no more shrink wrap that I have to go through. Now the cards, they are semi-glossy. I wouldn't say glossy. They slide against each other easily. And The backing, I think, is beautiful in its simplicity. Very natural looking, kind of like a woodcut. I like it. So let's take a few minutes and we'll just run through the cards. I discovered here quickly the guidebook is separate from the box. It's too large to fit in the box, but that's okay. I can still manage to keep them together, I think. All right, so this is just going to be a quick run through. I haven't had a chance to look at these or work with them. I saw somebody's video on this deck. I believe it was Jennifer who received this as a gift, but I did purchase these and paid full price because I thought they were beautiful. So they're basically line drawings, some watercoloring. The font, I'm really in love with the font. So we've got this simplicity that I really enjoy. Here's the Fool. So we've got the figure here. She's doing a little somersault there off of the hands, and got to be careful. You might end up jumping somewhere where you don't want to eventually end up. Here we have the Magician. Since this is a feminine inspired deck, it's a female magician. Very nice card. I love the symbology. We've got water, fire. I imagine Earth is, she's standing on Earth, and then air would be possibly the breeze through her hair. Beautiful. The artwork really drew me to this deck. I love it. Here we have the High Priestess. Got the Moon, the Owl. She's holding a chalice with some liquid. We've got the Forest, all female symbols. Then we have the Empress. Gosh, I love this Empress. Look at her dress, the beautiful roses. She also has a bird on her shoulder. And I love the tree behind her and the wintry feel to this card. She's got long sleeves. She's got bread. So we've got this notion of sustenance in addition to the notion of fertility and nature and motherhood. Here's the Emperor. So we do have a male for the Emperor, not much way around that, I don't imagine. Here he is in the study. We've got the four square feeling with the chair. We've got books. So he's got a safe down here. Very cool. He's got his crown. So he's in charge. That's the guy in his man cave, the Emperor. Here we have the Hierophant, and it looks similar to Jesus. So this Hierophant is out on the lake. Looks like we've got kind of a Dead Sea Scroll there. We've got the symbol of the Holy Spirit, the key, the fire, the water, and the earth. I always look for symbols of the elements in tarot because to me that's a very important aspect. Here we have the Lovers. Very pretty Lovers card. Kind of a journey to your togetherness. We've got the sun and moon and stars. So that's kind of a feeling of the whole universe coming together. Here's the Chariot. I love this Chariot. Look how beautiful. She's got her sled dogs. Very cute. Here we have Strength. Very nice. So she's conquered her fears. She has no anxiety there. The lion is fierce, and he's very, I don't know what the word would be. He's confrontational, but yet we can see by the way he's allowing the lady here to rest in his arms that he's not going to be a threat to us. Here we have the Hermit. Love it, love it. Here's a little old earth woman in her earth cave. And she's taking a retreat, searching for knowledge. At her age, she probably has quite a bit of her own knowledge, but she's in a little bit of a retreat phase to cultivate that aspect of herself. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Love it. This is like the Four Seasons. got winter, spring, summer, and fall with the falling leaves. I'll move in so you can see the 4 seasons a little more easily. I've noticed that this symbol is in quite a few of the cards, and I'm not really sure if it's a moon symbol. I'm assuming it probably is. But gosh, that's a beautiful Wheel of Fortune. Here we have Justice. Really pretty. Again, we've got the moon. I guess that's a full moon, this symbol here. Because here it is as a waxing moon. No, actually, that's a waning moon. There's the sun. So Justice is very well done. The Hanged One. Again, we've got the waning moon, symbolizing endings. There we have Death. This is a very cool Death card. It's got the transformative symbols. The butterflies or moths. It's got flowers on the head of the skeleton. It's kind of cute, even got little skeleton toes. So Death, it's a little dark, but not too creepy. It's even got a white dress on our skeletal lady there. Here we have Temperance. Harmony, a mixing, a blending. Beautiful. We've got ourself on the earth, but also 1 foot in the water. Nice. The Devil. We've got a supplicant here in her self-imposed prison. I'm not sure what the wings are supposed to symbolize there, but there's the Devil. I guess if you chose to, you could put the wings on and escape your birdcage there. Here we have the Tower. Very nice. Lightning has struck. The institution is crumbling, and you've got to survive the fall to come up with a new phase in your life. And that's where hope comes in. Here we have the Star. We have, after these past few very dark cards, such as the Devil and Death and the Tower, we have the hope of continually moving forward. It represented by the Star card. Beautiful. This is really pretty. I love the lotus in the pond there. Very beautiful star. Here we have the moon. So we've got a couple there in the light of the moon. Here we have the sun. Boy, you really get a feeling of hopefulness and goodness and light and all the wonderful benefits bestowed by the sun with this card. Happiness, fulfillment, the sun. I'm in love with this deck, and I really love the artwork. I'm so glad I ordered it. Here we have Judgment. Sort of an awakening. We've got the eye there. Get a little closer so you can see it. Really nice. Judgment. And then we have the World. Really beautiful garland around the woman who's dancing for joy. The World. Okay, I'm presenting these as they came in the deck. The first suit that came after the major arcana was cups, then coins, then swords, and then wands. So here are all the aces. Really lovely. So we do have cups for their suit of cups. We do have a sort of a coin here. I love how this coin is done with the circular line drawing. And then we do have sword. We have a sharp-edged instrument there for a sword, and we do have a wand sort of a nature wand, but it's got the fire element represented there. So that's awesome. Here we have the twos. So two of cups, we've got that partnership, love, two of coins, kind of a choice or a balance, two of swords, and two of wands. You're making a plan here, you're heading toward the future. Two of swords, you're sort of kind of balanced between two ideas and you're deciding which one is going to direct you. Boy, these cards are rather slick. They're really slipping off of each other, which I like. That means they're going to shuffle more nicely for me. I can't stand to get a deck where the cards stick together. Next we move on to the threes. Three of cups, three of coins, three of swords, and three of wands. So we don't have that creepy swords piercing a body part, so I like the three of swords much better. In fact, this sword sort of embodies a pen. So we're swords represent communication, so I like the fact that this is showing the swords sort of writing something. Three of wands, pretty typical Rider-Waite. Three of coins. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those hands, three hands grasping each other. So these are so well done. Here we have the fours. Four of wands, kind of a celebratory card. Four of swords, more representing rest, contemplation, retreat. Four of coins, stability in money, finance, job stability. Four of cups. Very nice. So in some ways these are kind of Rider-Waite. In other ways they're pippish, but they're a little more than pips. So I like that. You can read them as Rider-Waite, or you can kind of go a different direction if you so choose. So here we have the five of cups, five of coins, five of swords, and five of wands, with the five being sort of an unstable number. You get a little bit of a sadness or conflict, that type of a feel to these cards. So let's move on to the sixes. Six is a more harmonious card. It's an even number. We have six of cups, six of coins. So there's a feeling of bounty, sharing. Six of cups, you've got a of community, conviviality, stability in your relationships. Six of swords, is it also a peaceful card even though it's a sword? Normally pictured as a sailing away, but this is a nice restful representation. But then we have six of wands, which is, wands is an action suit, so you have an endeavor that you're in process, and this is receiving acclaim, accomplishment, recognition for your efforts. We're moving on to the sevens. Again, seven is an unstable, like an odd number, not stable like an even number. And so sevens definitely have a little bit of an unstable feel to them. We have the seven of cups, where you've got a choice and you don't want to fall prey to illusion. Seven of coins is you're directing your effort, your job, you're tending your garden, your work is coming to fruition. Seven of swords, there's a little bit of instability, and you're I love how she's climbing up the swords. That's really a cool picture. Typically the seven of swords is represented as some kind of stealth or betrayal or treachery. So you kind of get that same sense here without, I mean, you can interpret it a little more freely with this picture. And then we have the seven of wands. So it's a very typical Rider-Waite picture. She's holding her ground, trying to defend what she's been working for. So these are really great sevens. Love them. Moving along to the eights. It's an even number, so eights are a more stable card. Eight of cups. Typical Rider-Waite, we show somebody walking away from their relationship. 8 of Coins, accomplishment, craftsmanship. 8 of Swords. And this 8s also have a sensation of movement versus stagnation. So this is why we see the movement here, moving away from a relationship. This is more of a stable feeling with the 8 of Coins. And then this is also a stagnation card. So you're sort of trapped in your own thoughts, ideas, emotions. And then the 8 of Wands, we see this is supposed to represent motion, swift motion in whatever endeavor you're participating. Your project is moving toward completion. So those are the 8s. Moving on to the 9s, we have the 9 of Cups. There's cups up in the tree. 9 of Cups is supposed to represent the attainment of a happiness in your life, a wish come true sort of a thing. 9 of Coins, another accomplishment card. Here's the lady in her garden. She's enjoying the fruits of her labor. She's worked really hard, and now she's able to sit back and relax and enjoy prosperity. I love this 9 of Swords. We have the swords sort of entangling her hair. She's got a little bit of feeling of anxiety, nightmare, that kind of a feel. Very imaginative card. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So you're facing that uphill battle. You're really working hard. You haven't given up on your project. You're hanging in there, that type of a feeling. Determination. And here we have the 10s. 10 of Cups, happy family life. 10 of Coins, great prosperity and abundance, a legacy to share with your family. 10 of Swords, we have the feeling that whatever idea or project you're undertaking is finished and it's time to move along. It's been a painful journey. Then we have 10 of Wands, same kind of a thing. The Wands are a very energetic card with the fire element represented. So you're at the end of a very ambitious project, and it's time for the cycle to renew and start over again. 10 of Wands. Okay, now we're moving on to the courts. And for Page, we have Daughter. So we have Daughter of Cups, Daughter of Coins, the Daughter of Swords, and the Daughter of Wands. Next we are looking at the suns. Instead of knights, they have suns. So we have the Son of Cups, Son of Coins, Son of Swords, and Son of Wands. Interesting how they're all kind of picture framed, looking out through a window. Very interesting way of doing it. I'll have to read the book and get a little better idea of what was in mind for picturing the knights or the suns in this manner, but I like it. This deck has done something really neat with the court cards, and they've taken the idea of the queen, but instead they've renamed it Diviner. And since queens in general are associated with water, divination, introspection, I really like this idea. So here we have the Diviner of Cups, which would be the equivalent to the Queen of Cups, the Diviner of Coins, or the Queen of Coins or Pentacles. We have the Diviner of Swords, or Queen of Swords, and the Diviner of Wands, or Queen of Wands. All beautifully done. And then last but not least, we've got, instead of kings, we have what's known as a sage. So a sage is an accomplished, it usually has a masculine energy associated with it, but a sage could be male or female. So in this deck, concentrating on the divine feminine, we have the kings or the sages represented as female. So here we have the Sage of Cups, the Sage of Coins. Look at all her apothecary jars behind her there. I love that. the Sage of Swords, and the Sage of Wands. So that is it. That's my walkthrough of the Ember and Aura deck. You can order this off of their website. So Ember and Aura Tarot. Well, I won't need to put a link. You can order this at emberandaura.com. Okay, take care. We'll see you next time.